You owe it to yourself to visit a public school this week, like the Arlington Park Community Learning Center being dedicated today. The Arlington Park Community Learning Center is a type of open-area school constructed in Dallas Independent School District, designed for both primary and intermediate classes. It's designed to accommodate 350 children, a facility featuring a resource center in an open area of the building with tables and chairs replacing traditional desks. There are no walls dividing classroom areas. Teachers work together for large group instructions or separate for small groups. The children themselves are very enthusiastic about it.
Well, it's a nice school, and I'm glad I'm in a school like this, but I won't be in here long, and I like the teachers.
How do y'all like it?
I like the way they cooperate. The teachers look pretty.
Tomorrow morning, some 1,300 students will crowd into this huge building. At 8:45, the American flag will rise, officially declaring the long-awaited opening of Skyline High School. The $21 million facility will be the most modern educational complex of its kind in the nation, according to Dallas school officials. Skyline High School will include regular high school curriculum for full-time students and a career development center for part-time students. The school at 7777 Forney Road has had some problems in opening on deadline, but school officials say that almost nothing can keep them from opening tomorrow. The opening of Skyline High School is the highlight of Texas Public Schools Week, which opens today through March 6th. Parents of students in school are invited to visit the schools and see how their child is progressing educationally. And it would appear that visitors will have a very educational treat themselves. This is Judi Hanna for Channel 8 News on the Move.
As a matter of fact, I see the finest boys and girls at these sports shows than I do any place in the country, because here are the moms and dads that care. They bring their kids down, they enjoy the great outdoors, and this is, of course, one of the great heritages of America, and this is what I try to sell.
If I don't throw Reggie Ward too much, can I talk to you just a minute, young fella? What is your name?
David, no?
You live in Dallas?
Yes.
What do you think about this guy?
I think he's neat.
Do you think he's for real?
I don't know.
There's that little bit of doubt. Is he for real?
I'm sure that they all know that Buffalo Bill is for real, because they read about him in all their books and know about him as the youngest rider and the longest Pony Express rider in the history of that great endeavor. They all know about the building of the railroads and how he won the title of Buffalo Bill. They all know that Buffalo Bill was a real American.
Bill, if I can bring this father and his son in here for a minute. He's just looking at you with all kinds of interest. Hi, come on in here where they can see you. Would you turn around? Can you turn around a little bit and show your face? What is your name?
Chick Lancaster.
Chick, what do you think about this guy?
Well, I don't think he's real.
What about the father?
He just told me he thought he had read a book about you and wanted to know if you had a horse named Starfire.
Well, no, that was my grandfather. My grandfather had many, many horses. He traveled for 42 years all over the United States of America, the Wild West show, and I'm sure he was reading about one of my granddaddies.
Gentlemen, somewhere along the line, I think I lost control of this interview. But listen, we want to invite everyone down to the 23rd Annual Southwest Boat and Vacation Show. Come on down, enjoy yourself, drop by and see Bill Cody. This is Jim Mitchell, Channel 8 News on the Move. You know, there are some preachers that head up some congregations that'll go to any length to hold a Sunday morning church service. Dan Klimpel, who is the minister of the Briarwood United Methodist Church, is one of those. Dan, what happened here last night?
About 3:30, we got a call at the house from one of the neighbors here at the church, some of our members, telling us we had a church on fire. Came on down and found the back of the church pretty well up in flames.
Well, this is a new building, isn't it?
It's relatively new. It's 4 years old.
How much damage do you estimate?
I would estimate several $1,000s. We know that we've got about half a building gone and a lot of rebuilding to do. I think we have three decisions, three alternatives facing us. One is that of closing down. You know, should there be a second church in Plano? Should we continue our ministry here? Or should we rebuild exactly like we are in this building? Or should we use this as an opportunity to get into the growth in the building program that we have been dreaming of and looking forward to? we've been saying for a couple of months, and we've been laughing about it all morning. Either push or pull or get out of the way.
So what do you do on a Sunday morning when your church has been gutted by fire? It's cold, it's rainy, chilly. Well, if you love your God, you come to church anyway. That's what the people of Briarwood Methodist Church of Plano have done. You can burn out their church, but you cannot burn out their love of God.
Well, it's insanity. I have tried to make up things about that war, and every time I make something up, it's not half as wild as what the president comes up with. And now they say we're going to land troops there to protect our helicopters. Now we're going to have to land troops to protect our helicopters. And I did a piece not long ago where in Cambodia we weren't going to have any advisors, but we were going to have the largest American embassy in the world. And there'd probably be 100,000 cultural attaches attached to the embassy. And it's going to look like the Pentagon, the embassy in Cambodia. Well, I thought it was funny, but it's probably true.